Jordan Tower, JT News. Welcome to Daily Hip Hop with M. and Wendy Day today. And today we're talking Little Kim, the rise and fall of Little Kim. Now, Rec and Wendy both lived in Brooklyn around this time. They know this subject a little better than me. I just viewed it from a outside perspective. I'm familiar with Little Kim because of Biggie. Rec, why don't you take it away? How did you get introduced to Little Kim?
I got introduced to Little Kim through Biggie. Hearing her on, what is it? Grab your dicks if you love hip hop. Rub your titties if you love hip hop.
She was sexy back then too. She was natural. Sexy. Was she Jamaican? She's hot.
I heard like her family was from the Caribbean, something like that.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe that's Foxy. I don't know, but she definitely was sexy.
Yeah.
You know.
So that was Big Side Girl.
And she was the ride or die bitch.
Yeah.
I'm about to go there. The ride or die bitch for Biggie.
Yeah.
And she was. Let's put this in perspective.
Okay.
Little Kim looked good in my eyes.
Yes.
Before all the plastic surgery,
Beautiful. She was beautiful.
She was gorgeous to me.
Yeah.
I like her petiteness. I loved everything about her. It was natural. It was organic, and we'll get into that later on. But Little Kim first busting on the scene, to me, she was sexy. I loved her aggressiveness, the whole ride or die bitch attitude. I was digging it.
Now,
and we thought she could rap.
Yeah. Oh, and then this cute girl is spitting hard rhymes and talking about sex, sexual explicit rhymes. Talking about sex. So that's what made it really sexy. She's talking about she's almost living like a dude. How a dude would fuck girls. She was a girl fucking dude.
But she was sexy. She wasn't like that bull dyke type of dude that most female rappers were up until that point in time. Right? She was, she would put on like pink hair, which nobody was doing back then.
Right.
She was doing all these really cool fashion forward things. Remember the naked picture in Vibe where she was body painted with the Louis Vuitton logo? It was incredible. She was doing really, really different artistic cool shit.
Yes, so she was very fashion forward.
She was one of the first rappers in that generation that appealed to men and women. Because back then it was very hard as a female rapper to get on. I think it's still hard today, but it was especially hard back then to get on.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, you're right. So what happened? The Junior Mafia album came out, right? First, before her album, and she really shined on that album. Like, she
outshined but she shined the most.
She was signed to Atlantic, wasn't she?
Yes.
She wasn't a bad boy recording artist. She was signed to Atlantic.
Yeah.
Now, that's interesting, too, because Biggie bought, I think, Junior Mafia, the idea of Junior Mafia to Diddy, and he didn't believe in it. He shut it down. He wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
But when it popped off, as you can see, he had Little Kim, I think, on... Little Kim had Puff on her first single. Yeah. I believe. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember.
I forgot the name of the record, but
No, you're right. There was a single with her and Puff, and
I think it's Big Mama or something like that. It was called.
Yeah.
And but at first Puff didn't want no parts of it. He didn't believe.
Now, the real breakout for Little Kim to me was when she came out with "Crush on You," because she was topping the Billboard charts, right? That was the real breakout of Little Kim. Like, you saw
That's when she had all the colorful wigs. The pink hair, the yellow hair, the purple.
And back then, nobody was doing that, Rec. Like, that really, like, when she did that, it was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Facts. And mind you, her hair was matching the fur. She had a pink...
Right.
Pink,
that single that she came out with right before that was called No Time, her and Puffy. I'm looking at it right now. No Time, you're right.
That's No Time. I got no time for fake ones. Sip some Cristal with these real ones.
Yeah.
Of course, the explicit version was...
And, you already know and then the next big thing was with Angie Martinez. She did Not Tonight remix. Right? That was huge.
Was that Ladies Night? It was Ladies Night?
Ladies Night, something like that. Yeah, it was like...
That was with Angie Martinez, Missy, The Brat.
Yeah. And that's when it was big to do a soundtrack record. Remember? It was big to, like, the new movie was coming out. who's going to be on the soundtrack, and it had cuts from the movie and the videos. Like, they don't even do that anymore.
No.
Nah.
They don't even do that anymore.
Well, these kids
miss that whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Because they used to really embrace music. I mean, that was a big part of hip hop becoming popular the way it did. I think,
right.
Movies embracing hip hop.
all angles of culture.
Yeah.
Video games, film, fashion.
Yeah, and film really ushered in hip hop to a different audience. I think, starting with Tupac and Puff. I didn't even think about it like that till just now, but that's true. Movies have a
huge impact because they reach so many more people. Or back then they did.
That's what got white people.
We also had all those. I'm sorry.
You got more white people into hip hop through the movies. That's what the basic.
And we had commercials. Remember, like Fruity Pebbles, like Barney was rapping. So
that wasn't that more in this era, like 2000s?
Say it again.
Did that happen in the 90s?
Yeah.
Damn.
It really infiltrated popular culture.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of. I remember. Do you remember BET back then?
Mm-hmm.
They would make specific commercials for BET. It'd only be black commercials, so you'd see the McDonald's commercial, and it'd always be the black. But they have to incorporate rap somehow into it. Remember that, Rec? I was like, this is very weird. Like, it's like segregation on TV.
Well, it was cool because the ad agency started to get like diversity departments. Yeah. So they would have a section of the ad agency that focused on ethnic ads, so that Latino ads would appear on Latino stations.
Yeah, it was very weird. It's like,
I thought it was awesome.
You did?
I thought it was.
No. I thought it was awesome too, but it was. I would have thought it would have been better if they did that also on the white stations and.
I agree. Like, bring it in,
and it made it mixed instead of like Latin here, black here, white here. It's like, nah, just mix it all and put it everywhere. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Because we live in a racist country, but that's a whole other topic for a whole other day.
That's why I always looked at it like that. I was like, why are they segregating the commercials? Just mix them all and use it everywhere. It's actually cheaper to do it that way too, and it changes people's mindset that, hey, black people and white people can be together. It's like, it doesn't have to be on separate networks.
I'm colorblind.
Me too. I've always been colorblind.
I go vibes and spirits.
Yeah.
And energy.
Exactly.
That's it.
Okay, so then Little Kim, she comes out with her album, Hardcore. That's her first album. That's the one where she's squatting down, right? Big.
Show that thing looking juicy. She enticing the men.
She took over and she did a bunch of singles.
That thing was looking fat, right? Let me know if I'm wrong.
No, it was.
Facts.
Facts. Like, just off the picture on the poster, I wanted to grab it, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, Donald Trump.
Nah, not on that level.
That poster was everywhere. That poster was in every barbershop that I went into, like all across the country.
It's funny that you said that. That was in every barbershop.
Yeah.
Right?
Every barbershop.
Yeah.
Especially
in
Brooklyn, but I know it was around the world, but that was an infamous poster.
So it was her and Foxy Brown running shit as females this time.
Yes.
Foxy was very big as well.
Yeah.
And
they had a rivalry going on though.
Yeah.
They couldn't get on for nothing.
That's the thing with girls. They can't share the same space most of the time. It's a different kind of fight.
Yeah.
So they were always going back and forth. Little Kim, I'd say Little Kim was a lot bigger than Foxy. Even
not necessarily. Foxy sold more records. That's the funny thing.
Did she?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So you guys just put me on to something. I thought Little Kim always.
Little Kim had a bigger impact. But
more memorable, right?
Yeah, because she was always changing. She was always changing. She always looked different.
Yeah. So where did Little Kim go wrong? Because she, for about 4 years, right?
Her lyrics died. Her lyrics got shot in a vehicle in L.A.
Ah.
When Biggie died, it seems to have stopped her. Like, it just crushed her.
Yeah, she just lived. She lived off of this illusion of her and Biggie for a couple of years, and then once that kind of faded, she faded.
Yeah, and there's some scuttlebutt in the industry that he wrote most of her lyrics. And that's why I said that her lyrics died. Because Biggie died.
Oh, shit. Yeah, because he probably helped her with a lot of that.
That's what the rumors are. I don't know. I've never been in the studio.
To me, outside of, her ghostwriter or her writer dying, which everybody kind of knew that Biggie was writing her lyrics, me, allegedly, right. The plastic surgery destroyed her career as well, too, because she didn't look the same and people wasn't adjusting to it as, they loved her for who she was when she first came on the scene.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. She always suffered from,
insecurity.
Insecurity, yeah. Okay, but if someone wrote her lyrics, who wrote her lyrics on Quiet Storm? That's the question. Quiet Storm remix. Hot damn.
She had a whole lot of writers. It was a whole,
She knew how to deliver them lyrics, though.
Yeah,
she was a star.
Her performance in the studio and out the studio was incredible, impeccable.
So let's be honest. The real downfall of Little Kim is her insecurity, and
I would even say Biggie dying, because even if he didn't write her lyrics, like she was so in love with him that it just changed her. Like she just stopped rapping.
Well,
she stopped going out after he died.
But I say it's her insecurity because she would pick fights with a lot of people after this. Like Foxy. This is where it got her into a legal problem. Then even after that, Nicki, it took away from her being a legend.
She's still a legend. You could never.
No, but it took away from the mystique.
I see what you're saying.
She stayed alive for a while.
You wanted to remember her one way, and now you're seeing her a different way.
Yeah, we didn't keep her up here. It's like, okay, now she's like, fighting with Nicki Minaj and Foxy Brown. It's like, it's like she's supposed to be Queen Bee, right?
And did it seem petty to you?
It did. The Foxy thing seemed like hater. She became a hater, I think, later on.
I mean, I think she was trying to defend her honor.
I understand that too, but it seemed like she picked fights too. Foxy picked a lot of fights too, though. I'll give you that.
No, Foxy's out of her mind. Like this
she's crazy.
Fact, right?
Yeah.
But Little Kim, she wasn't having nobody throw rocks at the throne. She wasn't having it, and people were throwing rocks at the throne.
That's true.
And she was trying to protect it.
And then Junior Mafia fell apart. The loyalty in Junior Mafia. So that's kind of like
loyalty, but I think misguidance.
Get money.
I think it was a lot of misguidance because Lil' Kim, she went to jail for perjury.
Oh yeah.
We all know what perjury is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
What was the nail in the coffin for you, Rec, of Lil' Kim's career? The last thing.
Definitely. When she got convicted.
That was it?
She never came back from that.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. I'm still digging her to this day. Like, to me, she delivers a verse or a performance on a record like nobody.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I just think career-wise, that was the nail in the coffin. Like, when she went to jail, she never came back from that.
I think the nail in the coffin was, that brought her down to a level where she felt like she had to go at it with Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj was just bigging her up, basically. But she took it as a threat and took it too far. Nicki was a new artist, and you're giving her all this attention and wanting to battle with her. And Nicki wasn't really engaging, so it made her like, oh, she's not even worth responding to.
Little Kim did look like a hater.
Yeah.
Like, with the whole Nicki thing.
Yeah.
It came off like she was hating on Nicki, who was so-called embracing.
That could have been a rebirth of Little Kim at that point if she embraced Nicki, honestly.
Facts.
Hey, that's the rise and fall of Little Kim. Right now, she's just a legend that can perform on the road. She'll always have money, so.
Yeah, forever she's gonna perform those hits and be known as Little Kim, the Queen Bee.
Well, that's that.
So.